Hey guys, we're going over shares and dividends today. So, what is a share? Right. Let's say we had here, right? We had ACM college, right? ACM tuition. Let's say, right? ACM tuition, right? This is my business, right? And this here represents 10% of my business, right? And so, if this is 10%. This is going to be, let's just say 1%, right? Not drawn to scale, right? And a share is just a percentage of the company, right? So let's say this is my company and I buy one share or 1% of the company, let's say. That's all that's going to be is this thing here. So I own 1% of the company, right? And this may cost me, I don't know, $2.50, right? For example. A dividend is what you get back from the company. It's like a reward for investing in them, right? So let's say this price of one share, right? One share is $2.50. At the end of the year, I might give a dividend back of, I don't know, 20 cents, right? Feeling generous. And so for each share we bought, we get this as a dividend back, right? That's all they are, right? So if we come down here, the important things to know are these formulas, right? Dividend yield is the dividend, right? Forget this annual, it's just confusing. So dividend yield, right? Forget the annual thing here, right? Equals dividend over market price. So going back to the example of ACM tuition, right? We have this one share. Let's move this up here. See it better. So this is at one share, and this was $2.50, and then the dividend was 20 cents. Right. So, right, the dividend for this dividend yield would equal 0.2 over 2.5. Right. If I put that in my calculator, times it by 100 because it's a percentage. Gives me 8%, right? So that's calculating dividend yield, right? Dividend is calculated by timesing this by the actual market price, right? So if our yield is 8% off 2.5, right, our dividend is going to equal 2.5 times 8%. We put that in the calculator again. We get $0.2. Right, so let's get into some questions on these. So let's go down here and let's go to question 7, for example. Right. So Tiffany bought 100 shares in a bank for $35.60 each. He sold them 2 years later for $48.90 each and paid a brokerage fee of $32.95. What was the profit made on these shares? All right. So, and next one is, what is the profit as a percentage of the cost? So, when we're calculating this, right, find the original. So, original price equals to 100 times 35.6. That's here. Gives us $3,560. He sold them later for $48.90 each and paid a brokerage fee of $32.95. Right. So sold for equals 48.90 times 100. That gives us $4,890. Right. Total costs, total selling thing, total, I don't know, for total second round through equals 4,890 plus the brokerage fee, 32.95. And all a brokerage fee is just what you have to pay for selling your shares or buying shares, right? So if you buy shares through my company called, I don't know, Best Share Buyer in the World 101, right? You will have to pay me, I don't know, $20 to do that. And that's all the brokerage fees. Right, and that equals to 4890 plus 32.95 equals 4922.95. Right, and so profit equals to 4890 minus 3560 gives us 1362.95. Right, next one. What is the profit as a percentage of the total cost of shares? So percentage equals to 1362.95 over the total cost, which is 3560 times 100. Is 1362.95 over 3560. That gives us around 38%, right? To 1 DP. Right. Dividend yield, right? Same thing if we have a question on this. So let's go up here. All right, let's go to 4. Right. A company with a share price of $8.40 declares a dividend of 56 cents. What is the dividend corrected to decimal places? Dividend yield equals to 0.56. Just disconnected my device. Give me 1 second. There we go. So dividend yield equals 0.56 over 8.4. Right, and that equals to times 100, 6.67%. Let's go to 6 and then we'll finish up. A share with a market price of $1.30 has a dividend yield of 9.2%. What is the dividend per share corrected to decimal places? Right. All right, this is going to equal 130 times 9.2%, right, because we get 9.2% back in the dividend. That gives us 11.96. Oh, my bad. 0.1196, approximately equal to $0.12. Right. So that's dividends and shares. If you have any questions, put them in the discussion page and we'll get back to you. See you later.